Okay guys, welcome back. It's time for Mission 4 of my play and ramble of Dark Forces. This is Mission 4, the Planet Fest Imperial Weapons Research Facility. So, in the last mission we found Moff Rebus, and apparently he's designed the Dark Trooper, so we're going to do some investigation on that. So, let's skip this. We're going to infiltrate the base and find some samples of the metal that they're testing and return to the landing area. Okay, let's do this. And I must say, before we start, this is definitely one of my favorite missions in the game. So there goes the Moldy Crow. Now, I always like to do this whenever I play. There's 2 Easter eggs that can be found in this level. Now, you gotta type in some cheat codes. So the first one you want to do is type in the cheat for invincibility. Okay, so it's lame. And then you want to turn on the cheat for climbing walls. Okay, and that's lap a go. Okay, so we're gonna jump down here. Ah, that hurts every time. Okay, now if you come up here where the crow went, you come down here, and you look up, you can see the Moldy Crow is stuck in the wall. Looks like Jan's not that good of a pilot after all. And if we come back up here, jump down. Ah, that Wilhelm scream. You come up, there's like a secret wall up here. See, you see me come up here, and it's like there's a chain here, and it's like a little dungeon. If you come over here and open the door, there's an Ewok tied to a ball and chain, some sort of Ewok sex slave, I guess. So if you shoot him, he goes up in smoke. Apparently, he didn't like that too much. That's funny. Anyway, so let's go back to where we started the mission. Kind of pointless, but fun. So let's turn these cheats off because cheating's for bitches. Did I do that right? Invincibility's off. Okay. Okay, that's off too. Okay, no cheats. Doing this like men. Okay. Now, I must say, too, I was complaining in the last videos about that 3rd level being my least favorite. And I gotta say, I beat it kind of easily. It wasn't too bad. It wasn't as bad as I had remembered it. So, I guess things are harder when you're a kid. So, I'm actually coming this way because there is a extra life around here. So, yeah, I was talking about Uncharted 3 in the last video before I was cut off. And yeah, I guess final thoughts on that. It was a good game, don't get me wrong. I actually liked it better than the second one, but I don't know, it kind of left me wanting more. This is an extra life. What else have I played? I played Skyrim. Skyrim, you know what? I'm not a big RPG guy. So, I mean, Skyrim's cool. I put in like, what, 7 hours into it, and kind of lost interest. So I'll probably say, no, Skyrim's the best. It's the best. And I'm not saying it's a bad game. It's a really good game. I like it more than Oblivion. But I'm just can't get into RPGs, you know. I need I don't know. And actually, I played the beta of the Old Republic too recently, and I played that for about 10 minutes. I'm not saying it's a bad game or anything either. I'm just not into RPGs. Pretty much just action games and adventure games. Okay, am I going the right way? I don't think I've gone the right way. Because I know we're trying to get into the base. How do I get to the base? There's like a secret way. A secret like corridor you can take or something like that. Gotta remember how I do it. Gotta backtrack here a little bit. Okay. Maybe I jump across here maybe? Yes, this is the way you go. Okay. Yeah, so I guess I'm kind of worn thin the game topic and the movie topic. Yeah, it was funny. Last night I was working at the theater. Oh, shit. Oh, thank God. Phew, that was close. Damn, where am I now? Okay. I'm thinking this part is going to be kind of long now. Where am I? How do I get back up? What was I saying? I was at the theater last night. Where is this taking me? Is this a door? Oh. Oh, wow. Oh, cool. I didn't even know about that. It's a secret door. Wow, cool. Anyway, I was working at the theater last night. I was cleaning theaters, and I was just, you know, walking, and there was an old couple coming out of The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, and they were just furious because of the rape scenes in the film. And I can understand that, you know. A lot of people go into movies not even really knowing, you know, what the content is, you know. Okay, now I've gone the wrong way again. You know, they, especially elderly people, you know, they go into the film and they see, oh, Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, that looks like a mystery film. I mean, it is a mystery film, you know, and they see, oh, that's something I don't want to see. And then they, you know, they find out what's in the film. But I believe that the rape in the film was a little excessive. I mean, whatever happened to Hitchcock style, you know, where like something would happen and they just cut away, you know, that's kind of, I mean, I'm not saying don't do that, like, I'm not like for censorship and all that jazz, you know. I mean, I like to see blood and guts and sex in my movies just like everyone else, you know. But I don't know, I feel like they could have, if you've seen the film, and if I'm ruining it for you, I guess I'm sorry. I should have said this has got spoilers in it. But I feel like the scene would have been just as powerful if they had just like shown Elizabeth Saunders just like had her clothes ripped off, and then the guy like goes in for it, and then they just like cut to outside the door. You know, I feel like it would have been as powerful of a scene. But you know, I mean, it like they go on for like 5 minutes. But I don't know, I guess that's my view on it. If you feel different, definitely post a comment. I'm definitely open to hearing other people's thoughts on that. But I think that they should put disclaimers before films, in theaters anyway. You know, like they do on TV where they put viewer discretion advised. They should put, you know, this movie's R, it's got brutal rape and sex and violence, you know. If that's not your thing, then, you know, definitely get a refund. You know, I mean, it's not like Dragon Tattoo's the first film people walk out on. I see it all the time. People walk out of films, you know. Some people will take their kids to movies and, like, you know, and they won't really know what's in them. And I guess you could say, well, they're dumb for going into the film. You know, they should have done their research ahead of time. But I mean. That's a new phrase right there. I mean. You're not authorized in this area. I lost my train of thought just then. What was I talking about? Damn. I totally forgot what I was talking about. Okay, whatever. I guess we gotta change the topic now because I forgot where I was. Blow him away. All right, we gotta find there's a key around here to open this door. You enter in the code here and it opens that door. So let's go find that right now. So yeah, I think I mentioned one of the other videos that Christmas was coming. I guess today marks Christmas Eve. It also marks, for those Seinfeld fans out there, Festivus. Today is Festivus. For those of you who don't know what Festivus is, it's on an episode of Seinfeld. George's father, Frank Costanza, made up a holiday because he was sick of the over-commercialization of Christmas, which I like. And basically on Festivus, there's no gifts, you know, there's no tree. Basically, ooh, sweet. There's no gifts, no tree. Basically, you set up an aluminum pole in the living room, and that's your tree, I guess. And what else? What did you? Oh, at dinner time you list your grievances. You list all the problems you have with your family members and friends, you know, which is pretty funny. And what else? Oh, and then there's the feats of strength, where everyone wrestles. So it's kind of funny. I actually did a little research on it, and like this is actually a guy that wrote a book on Festivus. So I haven't read it, so I definitely have to check that out. But I think that's cool. It's just Festivus is no buying gifts. No, it's just about being together with your family. So I like that. Oh damn. Yeah. So with it being Christmas and all, it's time to break out those familiar Christmas movies that everyone likes to watch this time of the year. It seems like everyone has a list of their own favorites. I definitely have to say the number one would have to be The Muppet Christmas Carol. Watched that for years. I've watched that like every year with the family since I was very little. I think it came out the year I was born. And yeah, that's always been a favorite. And what else? I love Jingle All the Way. That's like my second favorite. I know people shit on that movie, but I love Jingle All the Way. I think it's hilarious. What else I like to watch? And I love Home Alone. Gotta watch Home Alone. Actually, it's funny. I prefer the second Home Alone to the first one. I mean, the first one's good. Don't get me wrong, but I really like the second one. I really like Tim Curry as the concierge, and I don't know. I like the traps and stuff. And I love the scene where, if you haven't seen it, stop here. But everyone's seen Home Alone. But I love the scene where he's throwing bricks on the two guys, on Daniel Stern and Joe Pesci, from the top of the building. I don't know. I remember, I might be wrong, but I believe, like, let me get the code for this. I believe like Home Alone came under fire. There's the code for like the traps, like the violent traps in the movie. But I always thought I never like thought they were real. What was it? 3. And then, there we go. Yeah. So got movies, and you know what? Most people they watch the movies every year, but I have a book actually I like to read every Christmas. That book is it's called Nothing Lasts Forever, and if you haven't heard of it, it's actually the novel that the movie Die Hard was based on. And also Die Hard is one of my favorite. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. Definitely one of my favorite Christmas movies. But this is actually the novel that Die Hard was based on. It was written by Roderick Thorpe, and the novel it's very similar to the movie, but it's also very different. I'm almost dead here. I'm not doing very good today here. Yeah, but I mean, it is about a cop stuck in a building that's been taken over by hostages. But what I like that the book does is the main character in the book is not John McClane. It's a guy named Joe Leland. He is not a young cop either. He's an old cop. He's like in his, like, I believe in his 60s in the book. Before I continue on that subject, I gotta figure out. We have to get that little sample thing up there. And I'm trying to remember how to do this. This is definitely one of the first missions in the game with puzzles. Oh, okay, that switch right on my right makes that thing go to the left or right, and then this one makes them go down. Okay, I think I know what to do from here. Yeah, anyway, I was talking about Nothing Lasts Forever. And Joe Leland is a cop. Well, actually, I don't think he's a cop anymore. But he's like, he does security or something. But he works in New York, and he goes to see his daughter. Not his, like in the movie, it was John McClane's wife. But Joe Leland goes to see his daughter. And they don't really get along that well. But Joe Leland is actually divorced from his wife, but she's actually dead. So really the only family he has is his daughter, whose name is Holly. Is it Holly? It's Holly Gennaro, but I think Gennaro is spelled different. But I don't know. I find that the book is more tense than the film. It's definitely more violent. There are actually female terrorists too. Did I go too high? Yeah. There's actually female terrorists in the book, and you know, Leland does not hesitate to kill them. It's definitely more graphic. But I mean, the book is really good. I would love to see an adaptation of the book. I think it would make for definitely a more interesting film than Die Hard. I mean, Die Hard is mind-blowing film, don't get me wrong, I love Die Hard, but I would definitely like to see Nothing Lasts Forever as a film, because I think it becomes more complicated when you got an older guy, you know, stuck in a building, not this young guy, you know, and yeah, Nothing Lasts Forever. It's actually kind of a hard book to find. It was only published a few times in America, and then like the book goes for, you know, a pretty penny on the internet. But actually you can get the version I have is the UK version, and I got that on like half.com or Amazon or one of those sites for a couple bucks. So, and it's actually titled Die Hard. They released it at the time of the movie, so get the UK novelization of Die Hard, and that's actually Nothing Lasts Forever. And it's not that long of a book either, but it's really good. It's definitely one of my favorite books of all time. Okay, so here's the last button here. Oh, damn. Yeah, also this time of the year, it's not really Christmassy, but I love to break out the James Bond films. I'm a huge James Bond fan. Oh, okay, that opened the door. Let's get this for... Oh, we gotta bring the thing over. Yeah, my favorite Bond... I know I'm gonna get a lot of people disagreeing with me, but my favorite Bond has to be Timothy Dalton. Because if you've read the books, you'll know that Timothy Dalton is actually the closest to Ian Fleming's interpretation of the character. Oh, damn, I had my headlights on the whole time. Oh, they're out of batteries now. Yeah, and I would probably have to say License to Kill is my favorite Bond movie. I don't think I've ever heard anyone say that before, but I love License to Kill. I find it's the grittiest Bond movie. It's the books were gritty. And, oh damn! Oh, I think this thing's gonna dip us into some poison now. Oh no! We gotta climb up to this. We got a chance. Okay, there we go. What was I saying? Oh, License to Kill is definitely... Because the books, the Ian Fleming's books, you know, they're raw. James Bond is not, you know, this Roger Moore type, you know, like, you know, my name is Bond. You know, like, he's this gritty assassin, you know, and he's getting the job done. And I feel like, you know, I do like Daniel Craig, you know, except Daniel Craig just doesn't really look like James Bond should look. Is not... I guess I go back to the source material whenever I compare, you know, the Bond, how good the Bond is or not. And he doesn't really look like James Bond. And I find that Daniel Craig's not really suave either, because Bond is suave too. Like, Timothy Dalton, like, isn't afraid to kill you know, but, like, he's smooth with the ladies still. Oh, how do we get out of here now? Oh, I think we go... No, we want to go this way. Because we can't go back up through that sewer area or whatever, however we came in. Let's see. Yeah, and like I enjoy Roger Moore. You know, I get a good kick out of Roger Moore as Bond, but he's not really Bond. You know, like I mean I hate Moonraker, the Man with the Golden Gun. I think those are the ones I really hate. But the other ones I enjoy, even A View to a Kill. You know, it's just good times. You know, it's good fun. How do I get out of here? Can I like jump through this, or will I die? No, there's a way out of here. It like takes you down to that area down there, and then you can escape. I haven't played this game in so long, I just forget. This way? Oh, here we go. Okay. Okay, I know how to get back now. Eat shit. Need some life. Like, I'm not doing too good here in the life department. Ooh, shield boost. And I gotta say, too, back to Bond, I'm not a huge Connery fan. I know people swear by Connery, and, I didn't go the right way. Oh, I know. You gotta bring the elevator back up so you can walk across here. How do I do that? What was I saying? Yeah, people swear by Connery. And I don't know, I just find the Connery films kind of boring. You know, especially like Thunderball. Ugh. Really long and really boring. Or, what's it called? You Only Live Twice, or Diamonds Are Forever. The early, like, Goldfinger, Dr. No, From Russia with Love are, like, the best Connery Bond films. And then there's Pierce Brosnan, who I left out. Before I go to Pierce Brosnan, there's George Lazenby, who I actually haven't seen on Her Majesty's Secret Service. A lot of people tell me that Lazenby was miscast, but it's a really good film, so I definitely have to check it out. I have like volume 1 and 3 of the DVD set, so I know on Her Majesty's Secret Service is in 2, so I have to pick up volume 2. Anyway, so here is the end of the mission, and I guess I'll continue on with Pierce Brosnan in the next part. And yeah, for those of you who are watching, definitely leave a comment if there's something you want me to talk about. So yeah, I'll catch you guys later.